I remember one day I was in the clinic practicing and I had a brand new associate. And by the way, I had 25 associates over the 25 years that I practiced. And this might be a little tip for you also if you're interested in an associate. I let them stay in the clinic for 1 year. And I told them that in the beginning that they had a contract for a year. I had a reason for doing that because I wanted, number one, them to learn everything they could learn. In about a year is what it took to do that. Second thing is, I wanted to keep my patients because I was still too young to retire. So think about having an associate in for just 1 year period. We were going down the hallway and he said, "Have you ever had anybody come in with no legs?" And I said, "No, I haven't, and so don't concept one." And this is a true story. I swear the door opened and the receptionist went to the waiting room and wheeled a person down the hallway with a wheelchair. And I looked at him and he just wanted to fade into the background. And he said, "How are you going to find the pelvic deficiency on this?" Well, there is an answer to doing it. So when the patient came in, I interviewed him and so forth, and he had been in a tragic plane crash and was a paraplegic. And so he sat in the chair and I asked him where his problem was. It was all low back. And so I simply had him do this. I had him take his hands and put them up over his head, turn them like this, and the hand that's the short hand is the pelvic deficient side. So I just took a wild chance because I had no readings on him at all, but I took the chance of going on the left side on a posterior inferior ilium. Let's put his hands down, put him forward in the chair, and I simply got underneath him as much as I could, and I made the 3 thrusts on the posterior inferior ilium. That was all I did to him that day. He came back then 2 days later, walked in and said, "I can't believe the relief I had." And I never did put him on a table. He got all of his adjustments from a chair. But just remember, put the hands over the head, and the hand on the short side is the pelvic deficient side. A quick, easy way. And by the way, this happened many more times on golf courses and other places that I didn't have a place to lay somebody down. And used a thumb thrust on them, and nice extra way to find out what a pelvic deficiency is.